Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Chrissy D. Thank you so much for tuning into my live and coming back to my channel and showing your girl some support. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And if you haven't done so already and this is your first time seeing my coming to my channel, viewing a live, whatever, your visitation, whatever. Anyway, go ahead, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on your notifications so you never miss a moment in my live, raw, unedited, unfiltered moments of my life. Guys, so what's up? What's good? What's poppin'? Let me put my glasses on so I can see you guys. So, y'all, I'll probably just push it all the way back into place the way it was supposed to be now. So, what's up? What's good? What's poppin'? How y'all been? Did you miss me? I missed y'all. So like I told y'all, my phone was off. Hold on, let me fix my ponytail. Um, okay, why do I look like this? Boom. So I look like this because I did not wake up like this morning. Um, I, ooh, I at this point I should have just put my bonnet on. But anyway, so I was running. I went on my morning run, did my exercise and my calisthenics for today. I ate breakfast, which consisted of, oh, I didn't tell you today's tea. I ate breakfast, which consisted of 3 scrambled eggs with sauteed mushrooms and a little bit of cheese. And my tea for today was Kenyan Gold orange and green tea. Yes, it was so good. And of course I didn't put anything in it. I had some potato bread on the side because we are about to start fasting. But after like it was like the hamburger buns, um, so I ate like a quarter of the top piece of the potato bread, and that was it. If you don't know, it's your first time watching, or some of you do know, I have IBS, and which is irritable bowel syndrome, and there are a lot of things that I know that I outrightly cannot eat, and then there are some things that they're hit and miss, and then ultimately with IBS, is this a hole in my beauty blender? Sorry, y'all. Somebody tried to cut my beauty. There are some things that just affect me differently every time that I eat it, so I really don't know. And bread is one of them. I know that I cannot eat any type of bread other than flatbread, like naan or injera, um, or whole wheat bread. And sometimes, depending on the brand, where it was made, because factories say that some packages and factories will say, oh, this was prepared in a factory with flour, soy, and whatever other things that people are allergic to. Um, so it really just depends on the brand of the wheat bread, um, whether or not I'll get sick. And everything affects me differently all the time. Like, so today I might be able to eat cheesy eggs, and then tomorrow, like, no. Like, I love spinach, sauteed spinach and mushrooms. I keep telling y'all that's one of my favorite meals. So one of my very good friends, Danielle, best friend since like the ninth grade. So we got almost a decade in this game. I spent the weekend with her, and as some of you may know, may not know, I'm in between employment and financial situations right now. So she was just like, come on, like, I'm not about to let you sit in the house and be sad and depressed and stuff like that, because sometimes it really does happen. Um, like my placard says that my mentor got me for Christmas. I am a boss, for real. But I'm just still going through the process of learning how to fully manifest that every day and for the rest of my life. So, I'm human. You feel me? Do y'all know that the people you see on YouTube, we're human? Like, we have feelings, emotions, and go through ups and downs and stuff. If you don't, we do. So yeah. So she came and got me, and we spent the weekend with each other. And like I said, I've known her and her family since the ninth grade, which was like 2008, 2009, or something like that. And her sister was home, and her sister really blessed me. She really, really, really blessed me. And that's how I'm able to talk to y'all today. Because your girl's phone was going to be off till the tax dollars hit. Or until I started, working. But God allowed her to bless me. However you want to put it, my girl came through for me, and I'm very appreciative of it. So appreciative of it. I'm not really used to people doing things for me, um, contrary to popular belief. Um, I rather just get it out the mud, like BWA, GTM, all day, every day. I get it out the mud, Brit Witness Association, like whatever I have to do to make sure that I'm good. I'm saying I'm gonna do as long as it's legal and it doesn't compromise my moral standards or belief. You feel me? If I have to, I've done this before. One time when I was living in VA, I didn't know how I was going to pay my rent, so I had like $20 left to my name. Well, $30 left to my name. I had paid my phone bill before with my first check of the month, um, and I didn't know what I was going to do. I took my last $30, put $10 in my gas tank because I never let. I had a smart car at the time, a 2010 smart car, 2009. Anyway, I had a smart car, and at the time where I lived, it only cost me $20 to fill my gas tank up for 2 weeks. So, and I never let my gas tank get below half a tank. Excuse me, for the specific reason. Because anyway, so I put $10 in the gas tank. Went to Home Depot, got a rake and some trash bags, and a broom, I think, and some gloves. And I went to neighborhoods that had like standalone houses with front yards and backyards, and I raked leaves for 4 days to come up with my rent money. Yes, I did. And that was a humbling experience for me. I'm not going to get really into all the details about it, but anyway, I'm going to do whatever it takes to make sure that I'm good. And sometimes you just got to be patient and let God do his thing. Now, I could have went out here. I had just gotten a tattoo earlier this year, so I know that you aren't supposed to donate blood with a new tattoo. You have to wait at least a year. I could have went out here because it's completely healed. Could have went out here and went to the blood bank and donated my blood or plasma or whatever to get the money. No. Um, I also haven't sold Fearless. I found out that my title is not completely in my name. And I don't mind being this transparent and honest with you all, because there was nobody showed me or taught me these things. Like, I just had to find out. So when I was in Pennsylvania, I bought my car from a coworker. Um, And because I was not a Pennsylvania resident and I did not have a Pennsylvania license, I could not fully get the car transferred in my name. I went to a title tag and express place, and I have a Maryland license, Maryland address. So they're like, okay, well, we can do this portion, but you have to complete the rest. But at the time, I did not understand what that meant. And the guy who I bought it from, he also was not a Pennsylvania resident. So he did not understand what that meant. I thought, it doesn't matter what I thought. Anyway, boom, boom, pow. Got to in order for me to sell the car or even scrap it or junk it, the title has to be in my name. Um, Completely in my name. I just am the buyer on the title. I'm not the owner on the title. So in order to do that in Maryland, it costs $100. $100 that I don't have right now. And even if I were to borrow it from somebody, I haven't started working yet. So I don't know when I would be able to pay it back to them, and I would just be putting the title in my name to take it to the junkyard, and they're valuing my car at $150, $145. So by the time I do all of that, I'm only going to have $45 in my pocket, and I've put quite a decent, anything over free, I've put that amount of money into my car, and I just feel like, that's dumb. That's not. I paid $50 for my tags, for my temp tags. That's not a come up at all. It's not, it's just not a sound move right now to do. If I had, why is my phone acting crazy? I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't glitch. when the playback comes. Anyway, um, it's just not smart. So I am in the process of figuring out how I can donate it to like a school for the blind or children of disabilities with disabilities or something like that, because right now Fearless is just a 55,000 pound liability, and I don't I don't need that liability on me. Even though she's sitting parked right now, and if somebody were to back into her or crash into her, they could still sue me because I don't have insurance. I don't even have sitter's insurance on the car. So it's still a liability, a very large, big liability, and it's a liability that I want to get rid of quickly. Now, God might have something else in plan or in store for me, so I'm just being patient and waiting for him to move how he's going to move. Anyway, so that covers the phone, that covers the car. Oh, boom, New Year's Eve. It is New Year's Eve, y'all. Happy pre-New Year's. New Year's is actually my favorite holiday. And it's my favorite holiday because it's the beginning of the year. Like, it's brand new. Um, in the world, well, yeah, the world, the earth, life, whatever, you don't really get to start over. Most people look at New Year's like, okay, it's just flipping a page in the calendar. It's just, okay, 12 o'clock. It's, my mom just texted me. Okay, Mom, you're doing a lot right now. You're being irky, Mom. That's probably why my phone was acting crazy, because you were sending me all these messages. Um, it's the new year. In my mind, everything starts over. Uh, Friendships, relationships, except for jobs and things like that. Everything starts over. Everything is new for me. And this sounds very cliche because of social media and just, people, period. But if you make it into 2019 with me, great. Um, that's amazing. Because a lot of people already eliminated themselves in 2016. In 2015, actually, when I graduated Job Corps, a lot of people in my life eliminated themselves. And then I met more people, but it's levels to this friendship thing with me. You feel me? Like, most people be like, well, I don't have friends, I only have family. Well, everybody is not meant to have that type of access to you. So everybody don't have that access to me. I feel like if Daniela's is family to me because we've been friends for so long, like, I can show up at any of her family functions and it's cool. You feel me? Let me think. Who else? Lex, is he my oldest or my middle? One of my godson's mothers. We've also been friends since the ninth grade. Show up to any family function. Um, those are the only two friends that are allowed to just show up at my mother's house. Like, not without calling in advance or anything like that. But they will, though. They will call in advance. Like, hey, is it okay? And my mom really likes them. She loves them, considers them her daughters. Um, they're the only two friends allowed to be in my room. Yes, I'm grown. I'm 24, and I'm back at home with my family. And as grown as I am, there are only two people that my mother allows to come into my room to make it past her living room. If you get in the kitchen, whoo, she really like you. If you can use the bathroom, everybody can use the bathroom. And if you make it past her door, or her bedroom door, she really like you. Anyway, those are my two really good friends. They're my sisters. You feel me? But I never felt the need to be like, oh, these are my sisters. You feel me? Their family don't be like, oh, okay, their family loves me, I love them, we're family. Now, there are other people in my life who are just acquaintances. And I've also known them since 2009 or 2010. We have longevity in our friendship, but we're just friends. We don't consider each other family. And that's fine. Everybody does not need to have that access to you. Now, when I make it and I get further in my process, I'm still, hey, how you doing? If I see their names in my inbox, my DMs, still check on them. You all right? You good? How's the family? Anytime Lex and Danielle pop up, first of all, I'm going to have a whole nother account or something, like a whole nother number just for those types of people in my life. But if I see their name in my inbox or my DMs, or I see a notification from them, I'm swiping, I'm clicking, I'm double tapping, like, hey, what's going on? What's good? You feel me? But everybody will not always have that access to me. Um, and everybody doesn't have that access to me. And I'm nobody, comma, yet. Um, so it's just a part of having boundaries and getting and growing and maturing and getting older. So what was I saying about that? Oh, right. So people are like, oh, it's 2018. I'm cutting this person off. I'm cutting that person off. No, sweetheart, you need to cut yourself off for a while, for real. Because if you have to cut people off every year, you need to my suggestion is that you have a better discernment, that you have better discernment, and you pick better friends and you pick better people to be around. Now this year I have lost or severed ties with a couple of people who have been in my life before 2009. And it's okay. I'm okay with it. I'm at peace with it. I believe that as we get older, or period, actually, you can't just cut people off like, oh, I'm done with you. No, you need to sit. My suggestion is that, or what I do is that I sit down with them. We're going to have a face to face conversation, because children hide behind messages. Children post indirect statuses. Children post subtweets and things like that. Adults have conversations. And if we're not able to have a face to face, person to person conversation, because of extenuating circumstances, we live in different states, different time zones, etc., then we're going to have FaceTime, Facebook Messenger conversation, but we're going to talk about it. You're going to see my face and my body language, and I'm going to see your face and your body language, and we're going to either resolve the problem or agree to disagree and go our separate ways. Period. Um, Let me see. Was this 2018 or 2017? I think it was turning into 2017. Sorry, I just heard some noises. Oh, it's raining. Okay. Um, when I moved back home from Virginia, my second roommate, she and I had a falling out, several disagreements. It got big, it got nasty. It was all over social media. Not all over social media, but we were arguing and going back and forth on social media. It was just nasty. I can't even identify with the person that I was when I was doing all of that arguing, when I had caused those offenses. I can't even identify with the woman I was, the girl I was leading up to all of that anymore, because I've grown. So, it was the last Sunday of the year, and I think it was, yeah, it was the end of 2017 going into 2018, and I called this individual up, and I took accountability for my actions that led up to that situation, and I apologized, and I told her that I forgave her. Um, and part of me, in my immaturity, was expecting her to be able to just automatically reciprocate that same thing. But everybody's forgiveness process, everybody's process is different. So I respect immediately. I respected the fact that she could not do that. She was not at a place that she could do that. Apologizing is not in her. It's not her thing. It's not her. It's not in her to do. So, and I know that. I knew that, and I know that. So I just had to get to a point very quickly, and even within that conversation, that I realized that that was one of those apologies that I was never going to get, and I'm perfectly okay with it now. Like, I was okay with it before the end of the conversation. I just felt led. The Holy Spirit, led me to call her and to forgive her because of the deliverance that I had received that day, and it was just time. It was just time, and I really needed to be free. So that it was a selfish apology, because I needed to be free. I didn't want to hold on to that. I didn't want that anger to be in me anymore. And I was just ready to let it go. I was ready to get over it. And so I called her. I apologized. I asked for her forgiveness. She said she forgave me, and we moved. I moved forward. She made it at first, like, still immature in me. I was like, okay, well, maybe we can be friends later on. No, no, no. I look like my dad just now doing that. No, we are not. We don't need to be buddy buddy. That level of not like we were in, intimate, but like that level of intimacy within a friendship. We did not need that. We were not going to go back to that. She is not someone that, not talking about her, but once that took place, that's not someone I could confide in or count on to have my back or any of the things that um, I look for or hold my friends accountable for in our friendships. That was done, finito. Um, and I'm a very loving and caring person. So that's just how I am. I've always been like that as a child. You could slap me, punch me 10 times, kick me down, knock me down, and I'm going to be mad for a little bit. I'm going to get over it, and I'm going to come back like, okay, like, what's good? Yeah, I'm good. You feel what I'm saying? Same thing with my family. We have our falling outs or whatever. Um, I'm a junk talker. That's one way that I deal with my emotions. I need to talk my junk. I need to just let it all out, say whatever, but not to your face in private, behind a closed door in my car, walk down the street, go to my homegirl house, whatever. I need to talk my junk. I need to get it out, and then we can come back and reconcile. Let's talk about this. But that's just how I cope. That's how I am. Now, prayerfully, the Lord gives me other coping mechanisms soon, but right now, that's what it is. So anyway, I said all that to say I took up 7 minutes to tell y'all, don't let everybody have intimate access to you. Um, and I said all that to say about the cliche about going into the new year, that everybody is not going to have the same access to me that they had before. And I understand that that is a part of my path to greatness. Um, if I were to say to you, with great power comes great responsibility, what is the first thing you're going to think of? Spider-Man, Uncle Ben, and um, Peter, right? So Uncle Ben told Peter that before he had even fully come into being Spider-Man. He thought, these powers are cool, these powers are great, I can do these things. Um, I'm gonna go in here, fight these people in this ring, and get this money. That's how the original Spider-Man went. There are like 4 or 5 different Spider-Mans now, so I don't even know how they really work, but or what the plots are. But he was going into the building to go, participate in this wrestling match because he had these great abilities, these great powers that he thought he could defeat enemies with. But he wanted to test them out in a smaller arena first. So I hope that you guys really can read in between those lines, because I do not want to get on this live and start preaching, because I could really break that down so good. But if you can't, go ahead, leave a comment down below. Or if you can see what I'm trying to say or understand what I'm saying, leave a comment. Probably help other people out who are trying to understand what I'm saying. So anyway, um, yeah, I'm nobody yet. I'm Peter Parker in a car. Just got bit by. I haven't even been bit by the spider yet. I don't know. I'm nobody yet, but I just know that everybody cannot go with me into every season, and that's why I love New Year's. It's a chance to start over personally for me, like things that I should have accomplished or didn't necessarily see all the way through, new routines and patterns and habits, and just a fresh perspective on things. I think that when it snows on New Year's or in the beginning of the year, I believe that is very symbolic of snow is white, and white represents the Holy Spirit. So when he descends upon the earth and covers everything upon the earth, he's purifying it, he's making it clean. And when it melts away, you see the residue, you see the dirt, you see the mud, but it melts away. And it's not until the sun comes out that those things begin to come back into place. You'll still see the slush, you'll still see the ice, you'll still see the residue of the mud, but old things haven't passed away. Anyway, I'm not gonna get on here and preach. It's the new year. I'm excited about it. I have really big ideas and plans for 2019, and I'm excited for them to come into fruition. For me to really truly begin to start living my best life. Do I want to get into that? No. So I've been listening to, wow, this is a long live. I hope people really watch for 25 minutes. Um, uh, yeah. I think that's what I'm keeping that for right now. Because your girl's phone is on, so I can talk to y'all all the time now. We are back on schedule. We are back on track. So if you haven't done so already, go ahead, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, and turn on your notifications, because you never want to miss a moment in my live, raw, unedited, unfiltered moments of my life. Thank you so much for your support. Happy New Year's, and I will probably do a get ready with me live later, or you guys will just see me at one of my favorite places on earth, and Baltimore. If you don't have anything to do tonight, if you want to know where we're at and you're watching this later on today, service starts at 10 p.m. You want to get there like you trying to get to the club free before 11. You want to get there early, because it is going to be it's going to be lit. Apostle Yolanda Stiff, Pastor Corey Stiff are our pastors. Our residing chief officer is Dr. Apostle Matthew Stevenson, and he hails from the Chicago and Baltimore, the ANWA Chicago headquarters, and it's going to be lit tonight at ANWA Baltimore. If you are in Atlanta, we have one in Atlanta. If you're in Tennessee, we got one there. I think we got one in NOLA. There are a lot. There are a lot. Just Google ANWA, All Nations Worship Assembly, and we are one church with many locations, and you want to be there. It's going to be lit. It's going to be safe. That's the most important thing. When y'all go out tonight, please be safe. If you need a ride, if you're going out drinking, please don't travel by yourself. Please have people with you. Don't let your homegirls go to the bathrooms by themselves. If you put your drink down in a club, do not pick it back up. If you put your drink down and you walk away, do not pick it back up. Make sure you watch the bartender while they're making your drinks. If you're going to be at a house party, try to bring your own beverages and your own cup. At least that's how I am, because people are killing people out here. We are living in even more dangerous times. If you're going to be on the bus, public transportation, walking, whatever, try to stay in well-lit areas, stay in groups, stay in bright colors. Ladies, put them flats in the bag, whatever, in case you need to get out of there. You never know what might happen. I live in Baltimore. It's a very crazy, very unsafe city, so I'm going to be at one of the safest places, one of my favorite places on earth, and Baltimore. So the only reason I need to take my flats is because my heels are like 6 inches tonight. So, peace, love, and blessings. And if you don't get to watch this until after the new year, Happy New Year from me, John Rose Cosmetics and John Rose Inc. Thank you for your support in 2018, and I cannot wait to take you guys with me into 2019. Peace, love, and blessings. Go beautifully, y'all. We out.